Hey guys, welcome to a video. So many of them heard about the DLL hijacking or DLL search order hijacking. So both are the same. So there is a small theory behind it, how the threat title will hijack the DLLs. Okay, uh, this is a pretty simple attack, but if you see the power of the attack, we can do the defense evasion. We can bypass the sorry antivirus softwares, endpoint detection and response, and other defense mechanism tools. So as well as we can use this technique for persistence as well as the privilege escalation. We can use DLL hijacking for three of the tactics according to MITRE. So this attack will be a bit powerful, uh, but you need to search about we need to do research about the vulnerabilities. Okay, so let me show you a simple example how the DLL hijacking is going to happen. So let me go to the uh, let me see if we have a PE beer in our machine, and yeah, so we have a PE beer here. So if I load the PE beer, so you can see the PE beer get loaded. Okay, so there is a DLL called qt5widgets.dll. Let me copy this DLL. Okay, sorry, let me cut this DLL, and I'll paste it into the any other folders, like let's injection. Okay, so I'm pasting it into the injection, the qt5 DLL. So now I am going to load the PE beer in this machine. Let me see where it is. Yep. So now I am loading the PE beer. So now you can see the code execution cannot be proceed because the qt5widgets.dll was not found. Okay, so reinstalling the program maybe fix the problem. So it was saying that. So we will do some research about that. We'll go to the procmon. We'll open the procmon first, and we'll investigate few things. I hope the procmon is not there. Let me download the procmon first. I hope you know the procmon and all. Let me pause the video and I will download the procmon. Then I will resume the video. Okay. I have downloaded the procmon. Let me unarchive this. So let's open the procmon and keep it ready. So we are going to do something. We are going to learn how the DLL hijacking is going to happen. So now I will be loading the PE beer application. Okay, so the application cannot be loaded. So let me open the PE beer and I will search for a process name contains PE dash beer. Yep. So now you can see PE beer get loaded. So first of all, it loaded an image file. So PE beer, we know we double clicked on the machine. So process dot, and the thread has been created. I already said the process containing one or more threads. So it's loaded NTDLL files, and let's see. Okay, name not found, and here name not found. So we will search about our DLL. So here you can find, so create file like C Windows qt5widgets.dll. name not found. The name was not found on the machine. So it searched for from the current directory. C user downloads PEBR qt5 widgets.dll, and it's showing its name not found. Then it searched under the system32 folder. So then it was saying name not found. Then it went for a qt5 widgets.dll. Then it was saying name not found. So okay, literally this is called as the DLL hijacking. Okay, so if we just replaced this qt5 widgets.dll into the injection folder. So if let's what if I place this, let me tell you. Okay, so let me go to the DLL folder. Let me rename this file. Let me copy this first. Copy, and I will put it in the PEBR folder. So we know this is the DLL we have developed for our DLL injection attack, right? So I am going to rename this DLL into the qt5 widgets.dll. Okay, so what it was searching. So now let me load the let me close the process hacker, sorry, procmon. Let me reload it again. Let me reload the procmon again, because we need to monitor each and everything. Yeah, we'll filter the same. Procmon. Now we will execute. The PEBR. So let me load the PEBR. So now the procedure entry point, something it was throwing some error, right? The procedure entry point was not found, but it didn't say it. The DLL was not found. It said the procedure entry point was not found. Okay. So because absolutely there is no entry point, because we didn't created this DLL for a DLL hijacking attack. We created the DLL for a DLL injection attack. Okay. So now I will go to the procmon. Let me see what happened here. So now you can see the thing was loaded, and let me see where the DLL has been searched. So now you can see. So before that, you can get my point, right? Before that, it showed no name not found, right? So before when we replacing the DLL into the replacing this qt5 widgets.dll into the injection folder, some other folder. So that time you can see the name has been not found. Now the DLL has been loaded, right? It was success. It said it was success. The DLL loaded from the current directory. Okay, so this is called as the DLL hijacking attack. Okay, so there is some structure in a Windows operating system. So when the application need any of the DLL from the machine, your system will search in the current directory first. Okay, search the directory of the application being loaded. In our point, this is the application where the DLL is going to be loaded. The first point, the Windows operating system will search in the same folder. So where the application has the PEBR has PEBR present in the PEBR folder, it will search in the same folder. Okay, so if the DLL was not found, then it will go to the current directory. Okay, it will search in the current directory if the DLL has been present under the current directory or not. Okay, so then it will go for a system directories. Okay, Windows system32, like I showed, right? System32, and before that the DLL has been not found. We will see. Let me delete this, and we'll load the PEB again. The filter will be the same. No No need to worry, no need to edit and all. Let me load now. So the qt5 widgets.dll was not present. It was throwing the error. Before that, it throwed a entry point was not found. So now we'll go to the PEB here. Let me search. So here you can find. So now it was saying the name was not found. Name not found, right? The name not found. The DLL was not found. Then it went to the system32 folder. Then it's showing name not found. Then it went to the system folder. Then it was showing name not found, right? So this is how your operating system will search for the DLL from the current directory, system directory one by one. Okay. So if the DLL was not present in any of the directory, so your application will fail to execute. Okay, that's the scenario how the DLL is going to be executed. Okay, so in DLL hijacking attack, threat actor will place the DLL in any of this folder like this. Okay, so we know the first of all it will search in the PEB or current folder. So we have replaced one malicious DLL here. So if the DLL get loaded into the PEB here, okay, I already said we didn't created this program for a DLL hijacking attack. We created this program for a DLL injection attack. So I just pasted the DLL here, but PEBR took the DLL, loaded the DLL into the memory, and it was saying the entry point was not found. Okay, so now we can have understanding. So if the threat actor replaced the DLL, okay, why if the threat actor replaced the qt5 with just DLL into the malicious DLL, so now you can think the PEBR will load the qt5 with just DLL into the machine, and it will do a defense evasion, it will do a persistence and a privilege escalations. Okay, so you can inject the DLL into the OneDrive files or any other files, any other applications, even in Chrome or Firefox, any other browser applications, any other applications in the Windows, right? So let me show you something. I just copy paste the qt5 widgets.dll in the system32 folder. Let me show you. So now think what will happen. Windows, let me go for system32. Let me paste this DLL here, continue. Okay, now we'll close the procmon and we will reopen the procmon once again. Okay, so we'll go to there, we'll load the procmon. So now we will execute our PEBR. So now you can see the PEBR has been loaded, but the DLL was not present in the current directory. Right? It was present under the system32 directory. So PEBR loaded a DLL from the first of all it searched in the current directory. If the PEBR did not find the DLL in the current directory, it will go and search in the system32 folder. If the DLL was present under the system32 folder, it will load the DLL into the memory. Okay, that's the process. Now PEBR get loaded. Now let's search in the process monitor. Now you can see, so the PEBR searched the qt5 widgets.dll into the current directory. So the DLL was not found. Then it went and searched it in the system32 directory. Now the file was success because we copy pasted the DLL into the system32, right? So now it was success. So this is the complete theory, complete understanding of DLL hijacking attack. So the threat actors, the hackers will create a malicious DLL and they will they will copy paste the DLL into any of this folder. Okay, and they will hijack the process. Okay, they will get easily they will get a C2 connections. Okay, so this is why DLL hijacking will be little powerful. So it can load a privilege escalation, it can do a privilege escalation. So let's think of it, what if your OneDrive or any of the application loading in administrator privilege. So if you are doing a DLL hijacking attack in that kind of process, so you can easily get a administrator or high level privilege, right? So this is why DLL hijacking it's a bit powerful. Okay, so detections and all, so you need to track the DLL was what are the DLL has been loaded, and what are the DLL has been loaded in the from which directory. So what is the hash of the DLL? So whether the DLL has a correct hash or not, legitimate hash or not, you can easily track the hash, and you can easily detect the DLL hijacking attacks. Okay. I hope you have a clear understanding about the DLL hijacking attack. So we'll hop off this video and we will continue our discussion in our next video. See you guys. Bye bye.